Well, this next company, since they've made their way into the United States decades ago, have really done an amazing job. I know here just in Florida alone, in Central Florida, the expansion and development in tourism has been tremendous and well received. So without further ado, let's introduce Karen Shires, Merlin Entertainment's Trade Sales Manager.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm with Merlin Entertainments Group, which is actually the second largest attractions group in the world behind Disney. Sorry, clear my throat for a second. We actually have 105 attractions all over the world and did about 60 million visitors last year. So we are constantly growing and we are excited to provide experiences for all of your guests. So let's cut right to it and talk about our attractions in Orlando, which is, the focus. We're here. Thank you, Visit Orlando, for saving me about 20 seconds of this time. One thing I do want to note is that the Orlando Eye is actually 400 feet tall, and you can see all the way to the coast and Kennedy Space Center on a clear day. Our newest opening is Madame Tussauds in San Francisco at Fisherman's Wharf. One thing to note about our Madame Tussauds brands is everywhere you go, you'll see something different. So you're not going to see the same thing in San Francisco as you will in New York. So San Francisco is going to be all about our tech gurus and our stars there. Another thing open in San Francisco is the Dungeons, which is the first Dungeons to the US. And it's not really a haunted house where you see weird clowns yelling boo, but you actually kind of learn about the history of the city that you're in. And it talks all about the eerie past of San Francisco and the gold rush and everything there. Now let's talk about New York. Actually, we're celebrating our 15th birthday this year, so for our birthday, we got a facelift. We invested multi-million dollars into this attraction this year, and one thing to note about that is we have a viewing gallery where you can actually host meetings overlooking 42nd Street. Sorry, this is so fast. Then we have Madame Tussauds DC, where you can actually meet all 44 US presidents. Another thing you can do there is actually eat. So we're part restaurant, because we figured it's not something free you can do in DC. And you can host your events there as well, such as DJ dance parties, which are also really fun. Then you have Madame Tussauds Hollywood, which is right next to the Chinese Theater. One really awesome thing about our Hollywood attraction is that we have a rooftop event space, and we also have a performance space right on Hollywood Boulevard where you can actually perform right on the boulevard and have your name on a Jumbotron. And then finally, we have Madame Tussauds Las Vegas, which is actually our oldest Madame Tussauds, right by the Venetian. And there, we push the limits a little bit. We have the only nude wax fairy ever made. We can talk about that later. And we have a lot of fun there. So we have a lot of really fun, cool events that you can do at Madame Tussauds Las Vegas. I want to touch on our other brands really quickly, not really in our city centers, but we also have our Legoland Discovery Centers. We have 7 of those in the US, our newest one in Boston at Assembly Row. And that takes the Legoland theme park experience and it kind of brings it indoors, and it's really a fun time for families to experience the Lego brand. And then finally, we have Sea Life Aquarium, which is the world's largest aquarium brand. We have 50 of those all over the world, 6 of them in the US. Our newest one, which is in Charlotte. And that's all about sea life and conservation, and our 360-degree tunnel where you can actually go right into the aquarium and experience the sea animals there. So that's Merlin in a nutshell, and I think I got it all. Thanks, guys. Hi.
Hi. Quick question. I want to know how you would envision a mice group at the Lego Land. What could you do for? I know it's not Legoland, it's Lego something, right?
Yes, Legoland Discovery Center. That's a great question.
Discovery Center, yeah.
Because actually one thing to note about our Discovery Centers is if you're going there as a regular guest, you actually have to have a child to get in. You cannot go just as an adult. But one thing that we've done there is we have created events surrounded on adults once a month where we have adult nights, and we do team building and receptions there where the adults actually turn into kids for an evening. And I think that would be a great opportunity for mice groups to be able to go and experience that.
With the what is it, 360 coming along. Most of these things are obviously yours, as we were told today at lunch. Will there be a connective experience possible where you can connect all of the sea life together with the Madame Tussauds and the wheeled eye, or will you envision that as a good place to place a group? And how could an event there work?
Definitely. So one of the visions of Merlin, for the future is clustering our attractions together. So, with our new opening in San Francisco, you see 2 attractions together. Now we have 3 attractions together. So we want that to happen. We want you to go take the ride on the Eye, see the views, and then go experience Madame Tussauds, and then, finish it off with sea life. Our ultimate goal is to kind of replace, the full day or afternoon activity that maybe you would go to a theme park and come over and experience iDrive 360 for all it's worth. So we are catering events specifically for that, where, you're of course going to get discounts as you, team them together. And we want you to experience all of them because they are so unique and they're so different.
And do you have a specific sales team for that focuses on the events and on the, the catering aspect or whatever, or is that done through your regular ticket sales people?
So we will have a specific sales team for that. We're really serious about, teaming them together, and we do have one sales team for all 3 attractions. So that's, how serious we are about wanting you guys to experience all of them, and we will have a dedicated salesperson that will just be doing events.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because you gave me the idea, actually. Let's say we have that event in the 3 different attractions. Would that be maybe a buyout with a fantastic big tent or whatever, where we can have the party? Have you thought about, having that the big way and giving the option to buy out the big Eye for 1 hour?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely, if you want to buy out the Eye, we can talk later.
Okay, I like your smile.
We can fit 450 people on that at one time, because each capsule holds 15 people. And we actually, we're building, we have the privilege of being able to build that from the ground up, whereas a lot of our other attractions, we've kind of fit ourselves into the space. But the Eye, we're building it. So we actually built a performance space right in front. So that's going to be something else that we designed, so we want to encourage that type of activity there, because, that's just the biggest and best, and that's what Merlin is all about. So that's what we'd love that.